Hey everyone, welcome back to Better Biomed. Today I was on my way to a work order, and on my way I decided I need some electronic connectors, and I accidentally found my way into probably one of the coolest stores I never even knew existed. And let me just go ahead and turn this camera around. I'll show you what it is, give you a quick walkthrough. This is one of the most insane electronic stores I've ever seen. Let's go ahead and take a look. Electronic parts outlet. You know, when you roll up in the parking lot of a place like this, it looks vintage, and it is. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look. So let's see if I can go through it reasonably slow. Yeah, there's toys, there's some stuff, soldering microscopes. But one of the coolest things, there's lots of audio and video, circuit boards. But okay, so there's a lot of cool older stuff like this right here, this old house electrical demonstration. How cool is that? We've got a lot of components for RC vehicles. How cool is that? And then if you look way up high, there's like old vintage radios and stuff. Look at that. Is that not amazing? We got timing belts. Sorry guys, I'm going to try and smoothen out my video. We have all sorts of vintage motors. I'll tell you what, if I was in Hollywood and I was doing a Hollywood production, this is exactly the type of place that I would be looking for. Oh, they have some real vintage stuff, guys. It's going to take me forever if I scan all these aisles, but I'll see if I can go through it reasonably quickly. So we got all sorts of gears and motors and stuff. We got linear actuators, rollers, we got solenoid actuators, we got electronics kits, more actuators, every type of motor that you can think of. literally guys, check out some of these displays. You even got sewing machines and stuff up top. This video would take me absolutely forever to do. We have vintage magazines. We got models. Oh, look at this. Build your own working FM rate. Oh, that's so cool. Retro arcade. Look at this. Oh my god. Robots kits. I'm gonna keep scrolling. Coolest store ever, guys. Coolest store ever. We got more like demos of motors and stuff. I mean, how cool is this? When was the last time you guys actually seen like they work? Wow, they all work. That's so cool. What is this? Vintage electronics. This isn't even close to the good part, guys. I'm getting there. This store is really big, by the way. These are all tubes for radios and TVs. You got motors, lots of motors. We're getting into some of the test equipment. We got RF signal generators. We got books. You can kind of see back there, there's stacks of test equipment. Look at this. Fix-It stage coach. What is it? Does it break and you can fix it? Oh, that's so weird. I'm curious what this guy is, guys. Look at the vintage motors. And they got all sorts of different crystal radios that you can build yourself. Telegraph. Absolutely amazing. And then as we go from RF, then we go into radios. And mind you, there's components. I know I'm not showing way up top, but there's stuff way at the top too. Way at the top. How cool is that? Absolutely amazing. And then they have, you know, strategic bins and stuff. a lot of them actually have components like RAM chips for old computers, vintage computers. Okay, I'm gonna try and scroll through this real quick. This is only the first aisle, guys. The first aisle. Look at this wall of test equipment. I say a wall because I'm 6 foot tall and it's like 9 feet up, maybe more. That's just one wall of test equipment, guys. Some of it is so cool. Now check this side. What the heck is that? That looks like a giant RF tank. Very cool. So as we look through some of this, it's the back of the store, kind of. It goes way over there too. Check this guy out. What the hell? What the crazy is this? Like I said, if somebody's doing a Hollywood movie or something, this is the place there I would do it. I'd use a place like this. So this aisle here's got a lot of components. We got a lot of stuff behind cabinets, which is very cool. That way there it stays nice and organized. Semi easy to read, but you could be here literally all day. A lot of audio video components. Again, up top. More stuff. I'm graded right by a 545 Bravo on a cart. How cool is that? We got a wall of components. And then we got projectors at the top. What the hell is that? That's so cool. Anyway. Okay, get you guys a look. Vintage microphones. I mean, a little bit of everything, guys. This is like a Hollywood producer's dream. And then in this little pin rail here, we got trains. All sorts of vintage trains. And then we got fasteners. Lots of different fasteners. And then we go into IC chips. And let's see, we have, I guess I could show you some more of this. They have some steam engines. There's a few of them that I noticed. Look at all these vintage telephones. It's so cool. This is the phone that I grew up with, right here. That's it. Yep, that's exactly like it. All right. So, yeah, you'll have to, I'll try and pan from top to bottom so that you guys can see. We got some vintage computers. We've got just a lot of components down this aisle. Lots of components. So semiconductors. We've got fasteners. Vintage trains. Vintage fire trucks. How cool. And just aisles and aisles of this stuff. It's so wild. And we got fluorescents. Okay. We got LED modules. We got all sorts of different types of oddball bulbs and 8-segment LED displays. Excuse me. Sorry, sir. So that's the aisle that I just went down. That was a lot of the components. This one here, they have a lot of toys and stuff down there. Other vintage things. Very cool. Some of them are behind cabinets, which is really neat because that way there they don't get messed up, you know. So I'll just pan just a little bit to show you guys. Mind you, the ceiling is just full of vintage aircraft and stuff. We got another vintage steam engine here. We got some interesting microscope components, magnets, some more gimmicky toys and whatnot. Vintage headphones, mind you. Didn't we all grow up with like grandparents that had clocks like that? What the heck is that? Interesting, guys. Interesting. Let's look above it. Oil lamp. One of the coolest stores ever, guys. Vintage specs. Oh, now we're getting into some of these. Oh, look at that. An Elfie robot. Okay. Poor kids like me didn't have stuff like that growing up, but it's cool because as an adult, if I chose to, I could have a toy robot. Tube radios, very cool. Actually, I really dig this one. Really dig that one. Let's see. These old Hewlett Packards. Very cool. And meanwhile, I'll scroll down slowly. So these are all keyboards and stuff, and various other accessories from like the 1990s and whatnot. Very cool. Okay, so lots more components. You can tell, like this aisle's full of components. This is the stuff that's more fascinating though. So. What's in the box? And there's this train that runs around the store. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so we got a bunch of capacitors and stuff here. More capacitors. This is not some of the coolest stuff you guys have ever seen. Absolutely fascinating. It's so cool. Okay. Look at this Hewlett Packard right here. You guys remember when computers used to be like that? We've got various other typewriters, etc. Another generator. How cool. I'm back here at the test equipment. There's stuff back here behind. I can't even get to it because it's like down inside there. A lot of these vintage analog meters. Look at this projector with a gimbal. Okay, so I'm going to pan this way. Now we're getting more into some of the assemblies. Okay, so we got alligator clips. We've got, what are these, DC power supplies? And a whole bunch of them going all the way down. It's wild. Absolutely wild, guys. We got DC power supplies. All sorts of different ones, which that's good to know. Looks like some isolation transformers and some regular power transformers. Some beastie power supplies. Take a look at that. This is where it's at, guys. Oh, look at all these vintage components. Mind you, there's still stuff up above. So even though, you know, I'm not showing it all. So these are all power supplies. It's in beautiful condition. I'm still curious. What's in the box? What's in the box? AC/DC. Oh, look at this, man. How cool. Okay. Oh, these are all for TVs. Okay. Look at all the puppets and stuff. This is so wild. Okay. Got a, let's see. We got a lot of load resistors and stuff over here. That's what all these are. What is this? Nice. Look at this guy. 49 bucks? Man. Oh, it still feels beautiful. excellent condition. Now I would like to find a decade box, one of them that's got all the dials. If I could find one of those, that would be perfect. This one here, it's got some good range, but I really like the ones that have the individual dials, because you know sometimes we have selective resistances that we have to compute. What? Look at that. In so many ways, I think the store would be awesome and creepy at the same time at night. Okay, so let's flip it around. We got a bunch of old media, various types. What I'm saying is we got cassettes, we got CDs, we got VHS, brand new. We got even some older ones. Jazz drives. Looks like it's all brand new. Very cool. You guys hear that little squeak squeak? That's these guys.
Hello.
It's amazing. Bunch of USB components, more toys. Next style. Oh my god, guys. Take a look at the cameras hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. That's okay?
Yeah, that one is okay.
You guys know I love cameras. They're awesome. The tech behind cameras going back 100+ years. Just amazing. A lot of screw down terminals. Look at all the miniatures. Very cool. Camera accessories, vintage. Used to have one like that, one of those flashlights. Very cool. Look at that little jukebox. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, we got a lot more. We got screw down terminals. We got switches. There's a lot of switches down this aisle. So, see if I can get you guys a good view. All different types of power switches. I really wish I would have known about this just a couple years ago. Look at all those. Hey, that is a medical device. Guys, that almost looks like a YAG laser, or it's a well, it's definitely optometry, but it's early. Really early. I doubt it's a laser, but I don't know. I'd love to see it closer. See if I can get a closer shot a little bit. Anyway, we have, look at all these vintage little metal art. I think you build those. Kind of cool. Switches, batteries. Look at all these batteries. Now I know where to go if I need special batteries. That's what I'm talking about, guys. You know, with electronics, especially medical electronics, we need all sorts of different types of batteries. Look at all these different ones up here. And then we got different types of battery chargers. Very cool. And connectors. Excuse me, sir. Look at this. They definitely don't make stores like this anymore, guys. We got what, 30 or 40 years, sometimes 50 or 60 years worth of stuff that is just here, of various levels, technology. It's like a history lesson just walking through here. These are all relays and contactors. And we spin around so that you see again the train running through. Okay. I get some chemicals. Alright, so now we're getting near the back of the store. I'm going to have to go through the back of the store all on its own. But guys, this store is so crazy. We have TV components. We have more of the testing stuff over here. We got TV components. We got audio and audio mixer. We got a bunch of vintage speakers back here. We've got phonographs. Notice how we got tape-to-tape decks. We got a whole bunch of audio gear back here. Look at this cool robot. It's so wild. We've got a slot machine. Looks like it's working. And again, mind you, there are drawers of components. You'd have to be a regular frequenter of this establishment to know like where all this stuff is at. I'm just here for crimp connectors, and that's how I accidentally stumbled onto this. Very cool. Brush assortment, brass brushes, highly recommend. Alcohol and flux dispensers. Lots of different chemicals. Look at the high voltage coils and stuff. It's so wild. Oh, look at this fan. It's so crazy. Okay. I think I'm a little bit over halfway through the store. We got all sorts of different types of connectors, Molex connectors. Again, displays set up so that you can see how things work. How cool is that? We got a lot of Arduino type of stuff here too. I was very surprised about that because that's all newer tech. Bag and tag projects. See, there's such weird things. Look at that robot arm. It's so cool. Fresnel optics. You never know what you're going to run into here, literally. Oh my gosh, guys, I haven't been so excited about walking through a store in so long. We got a bunch of contactors here, large contactors. Okay. Bunch of fuses. That's good to know. It sucks when you need fuses and you don't know where to run to. That little radios, and we got door hinges right across the way. And what is this? Is this one of the original, one of the early model of 3D printers? Look at this 3D printer. What a beast! It's a stock Max V2, and right next to it, airline radio. How crazy! I used to restore radios. Love radios. I think radios are some of the best things that happen to the entire world. If you guys think I'm spending a little bit of extra time admiring all the vintage wooden cabinets and stuff, you are darn right. I love them. We got a bunch of tools. Flush cutters, pin extractor. Oh, pin extractors. Those would be nice. Receiving tubes, look at that. Oh, cool. Hot air station. Let's see. We've got soldering accessories. We've got cabling. I'm looking for crimp connectors, but I'm so taken by everything else. Plastic Zero spy case. Definitely does not look suspicious. Soldering stuff. Very cool. Syringes, odd enough. We have syringes, we have welding masks. Of course. Oh, cool. You can see inside the back of one of those radios. What the hell? Film and print exposure box. That's neat. Used to have like duplicators and stuff too, just like that. I'm trying to, sorry if my audio is really quiet, guys. I'm trying to keep this kind of on DL because I couldn't really, everybody's so busy here, I couldn't really find anybody to get permission to record. Look at all these connectors. Oh my god. When was the last time you guys seen some of the Centronics connectors? And look at, they have almost every style that you can think of, the ones that we use all the time on medical equipment. Very cool. I will remember that. It's connectors. Guys, I always tell you that where the user interfaces with the device, that's where it breaks. Every time. What the heck is that? Okay, we got enclosures. A bunch of closures. Dang, beastie. Okay, so these are all enclosures. We got miniature television. How cool is that? We got DC power jacks. We got phonograph cables. Bunch of different cable options. And then you run on random miniatures. Tell you what, I'm not just going to tell you about the back. Let's go ahead and take a look in the back. So let's see. Here we got some of our phonographs. We have some cameras. What the heck is that? Is that a multi-track recorder? Tube amps. Oh, gosh. Guys, if this doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Check this out. You guys like vintage receivers or reel-to-reels? Yeah, down on the ground we got reel-to-reels just sitting there. How cool is that? Look at some of these. We got multi-disc. Subs. Vintage receiver. I love vintage receivers. Always have. What the hell? We got vintage computers? Look at that AT&T cabinet. Okay. Oh, look at this. These beautiful speakers right here. Home. Some of these Sony's reel-to-reels. Beautiful condition. That one right there. It's really nice. God. Nothing says vintage like good quality audio. These. That IBM tower right there. Some D-nuns. Scanners, vintage scanners. How cool. Look at this. How cool is that? M-deck. I caught. Some of these are brand new. Look at this. In the box. In the box, brand new. Compacts. I've not seen any of this yet. Wow. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, vintage microphones. We got some lavaliers. Oh, look at the very top. We got a Sony multi-disc that's in excellent condition. Look at some of these vintage computers that are just kind of sitting in here. How cool. Alright, sorry guys, it's a little tight in here if you can't imagine. We do have 8 tracks, of course. We've got VHS movies. These cages just full of audio equipment. Mixers. Multiplexers, vintage speakers. We got a lot of phonographs right here. We got mixing decks. That's a tight fit. Okay, we got a bunch of telephone stuff. Wonder what's in the orange cases. Kind of curious. Wonder what that is. It's obviously like an Arduino project. we got mannequins around the store randomly and masks. You never know. So this is all different types of fans. Look at that beast of a cooler. That is an absolute beast. We got some vintage air purifiers. And I say, go ahead and touch whatever you want to touch. Go ahead and explore. It's like, are you sure you want to tell me that? Yes, TV parts. Look at all these tubes. All vintage. All collected. Mixers. All different types of cables and stuff. Man. So again, guys, I'm here for crimp connectors. And then when I walk in, I was like, oh my god, this is so insane. Look at it. When was the last time you've seen a disc file? No. Is that a PC? A Cooler Master? Brand new one in the case? Pretty cool. I don't even know what those are. Yeah, chances are nobody will ever know what these things are. It's just some of it's going to be manicured. We got modems, a bunch of modems. Like I said, if somebody was putting together a Hollywood production, this would be the place that you need to find. We got some more demos. Okay, so let's see. We got the chemical aisle. We got the robot. So this here should be the last aisle. So we have we've got a bunch of IECs at 120 volt products. Let's see, we have what, transformers, step up, step down transformers. Very cool. Some UPS systems. Sorry, right over my head is this train. it's right here. Oh wow. Look at some of these systems. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? You guys remember these recorder? Look how long that unit is. Very cool. Okay. So let's see, we got a bunch of power strips. Jeez, look at all the DVD players. You guys need a remote? Look at all these remotes. Vintage TVs. Well, I think they're asking a little bit for those TVs, but I guess if you're playing vintage video games or something, sure. The Sony Watchman. You guys remember that guy? Another thing that only like the rich kids had. Very cool. So I remember those quite plainly. Those were in many households. Take a look at the circuit boards that are on the wall. How crazy is this? The whole entire wall, like as far down as you want to go. It's vintage circuit boards. And we got a bunch of tube radios. How beautiful those are. These are gorgeous. I'll spin around so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. We got a 19-inch TV. How cool. And circuit boards. Here's my connectors. This is what I was looking for. There's, what are these? Little bottles. Definitely odd. Okay. Anyway, guys, so that is one of the most unique stores I've probably been in my whole life, and I'll definitely be coming back. They have a lot of components and stuff that are pretty rare, pretty hard to find. You gotta do a little bit of digging, but nonetheless, they have them. And I say if you're restoring electronics, or if you're trying to repair vintage medical equipment, this is where you'd probably find it. Whether it's a knob, a vintage connector, even vintage wiring, they have it. Kind of crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy these little tour videos. Just had to share it, guys. This is probably one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time.